Okay, hello there, and welcome to part 2 of our season 2 of The Long Dark with me, ChazzyBurger. Right, so where we left off, we were inside this cabin. It's very, very lovely, as you can see. So we're just going to pop straight outside, and we're going to head somewhere else, somewhere where it's a little bit less wolf infested, preferably. Because, you know, the last thing that we want. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're right. So we're going to double check what our stats were and if we were alright. Our fatigue is kind of meh, and our cold stat is fairly high because it is quite snowy. So I'm not feeling particularly great about that, and there's a lot of wolves about, so we're going to have to take our time. But fortunately, you know, we've got these little ice shacks here to warm us up a bit if we need to. We can even light a fire inside one of these and warm ourselves up that way. Some more reclaimed wood, lovely. Have a little check in this cupboard, see what we can find. Absolutely nothing. There's a piece of candy, or a granola bar. There's a basic woolen scarf, fantastic. Okay, so that's going to keep us a bit warmer than before. Ah, the sewing kit, fantastic. Okay, when we settle in for the night, we can use that to repair all our clothing. We've got this lovely little scarf here, and scarves actually do quite a lot to keep you warm, you know, to protect your face, your neck, most of your vital areas. Keep them warm, keep your body temperature, on average, fairly high. Because they're your core body parts. Those are the parts you want to be able to keep at a high temperature. Your outer limbs, though important, don't get that go on camera that I'm saying that your arms aren't important in a survival situation. They're not as important in your head. After all, you can survive without an arm. You can't survive without your head. At least not usually. We're not going to go into that place actually. Shit. Yep. This is exactly why. Because this wolf here is after us. He spotted us. He was up on that cliff there. The sneaky little bastard. And there is the wolf there. Is he chasing us? He's following us. He is following us. We need to make it back to the camp office as soon as we can. We're going to scare him off here. Just try and scare him off if we can. We've got another fluffy over there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, this is not how we wanted this to go. This torch is going to run out, this flare rather is going to run out fairly soon as well. So we need to be very, very careful that he doesn't keep chasing us. Because now there's two of them. They're going to be slightly more bold than before. Let them go. Yeah, that one's kind of cutting us off there. Pretty sure that's a wolf. Oh, crap, sucker. Okay, we need to make sure we get into that camp office as quick as we can. If we need to, we'll throw back this flare to scare him off. Run towards the camp office. Oh, isn't this just getting your blood boiling? I don't know how much longer this flare's got left. Probably not long. So we need to get him off our back as soon as we can. I think we're going to be spending the night in the cabin actually, because yeah, okay, we scared him off. That's good. I think we hit him on the nose there with that flare. So that's going to scare him off, and we can spend the night in the cabin here. What this means as well is
need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, okay, so we're getting cold. We're going to have to spend a little time in the camp office. We need to get some water anyway. We've got a little bit of food together. Just going to double check we can't make anything in the crafting table. No, we haven't got any kerosene. We haven't got any snares, any scrap metals, lines. No, can't make fishing tackle. Can't make anything whatsoever. Ah, isn't it awful? We don't have any tools either. We could make an arrow, but we don't have the stuff for it anyway, so meh. Let's so we're warming up by quite a bit now, and we've got a lot of cloth that we can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure to repair stuff this time. Not going to do the same mistake I did before, but we're going to take a little bit of time to repair our stuff, and that should make this heavy wool sweater quite a bit better than our other one. We're going to keep going. Ah, lucky we got in it actually, because there's now a blizzard. So we've got another 6 hours of daylight. It's going to take us 45 minutes. It's 82. It is slightly warmer than our thin wool one just now. We're going to actually repair it one more time. So I'm going to take half an hour, 40 minutes or so, to repair it. And once we have that, we're not going to harvest it. I've learned my lesson. Okay, wonderful. So we can actually get rid of this thin wool sweater. The wool, as you can see, really does keep your body temperature up. It's about 5 hours of daylight left. We haven't got any torches. We've got very little on the food side. We do have this condensed milk, so we'll just use this can opener. We'll open up some of the condensed milk. Hopefully that'll lower our thirst. If not, we'll make a little bit of a fire and just go from there. didn't really reduce our thirst any much. I suppose it is condensed milk and it's quite thick. We're a little bit fatigued. We're not cold at all. We're going to head outside. We've repaired some of our clothes. And I think... we haven't got too much longer until daylight stops. I think we're just going to have a little look around. We'll go... I can't decide which way we want to go up the train tracks, though. We don't have any flares. We don't have a weapon. That's a wolf over there who's found something, obviously. I can hear something. I'm stopping talking not because I don't want to speak to you guys, but it's just because I heard something there. It kind of put me a bit on edge. Once we get to this kind of plateau here on the railway tracks, we should be able to see if there's any wolves about anywhere along here. Can't really see any down that way. I can't really see any down this way either. So, I think we're going to make our way towards the ruined tracks over this way. I think that might be our best bet. Do we have any bandages? We do. We have 2 bandages. Okay. It feels like -4 degrees, so it is still cold. But our clothes should be able to keep us warm while we have them on, at least for the majority of the time. There is a wolf there. That was the fluffy I was talking about. Remember I was saying I could hear something? He's found that deer. If we had a bow or a gun with any bullets, we could shoot him right now, and that would be a very, very cost-effective kill, because we'd be able to get the deer that he's just killed and the wolf, and I'd be very, very happy about that. But unfortunately, we don't have any weapons. We don't even have a hatchet or a knife or even a torch that we could use to scare him off. I suppose that's a good tactic, actually. If you have some spare torches in your inventory, you can just run up and scare the wolf away. There's a wolf there. I'm glad we're running on this plateau here, where we can kind of get a little bit more for looking around our surroundings. We're going to stick to this side over here. If he comes at us, we can probably punch him enough to make him scared and run away, but we're going to be... Shit. Fucking... How was I supposed to know he's there? Okay, we'll run over here, and hopefully we can find a weapon that we can use to scare him off, because otherwise he is going to kill us. We've got no flares or torches. He's not going fully for us. Yeah, bark all you want. Bark all you want. We're at the tunnel collapse here. Hopefully he's not drawing any other wolves over to us. Okay. Looks like he's kind of got lost a little bit. Yeah, he's looking for us. He's looking for us. Yeah, he's coming this way. So we'll just run around this way. Yeah, bark all you want, mate. You ain't catching us. We're gonna slip by you, mate. There's that other wolf there, so we need to be really careful now. Try and... Yep, you're barking. I'm trying to do my best to kind of dodge him. Come on then, mate, you want some. I'm ready for you, son. I'm ready for you, let's go then. Okay, we're using a crowbar, so hopefully get him off. He's really beating us down here, so we're losing a lot of blood. We need to be really careful now. We are so low in our condition. Oh gosh. Okay, so he's gone. We need to keep a really good eye out. Our condition is pretty terrible. We're not too cold.
So good.
I don't blame you, man. You've just been ripped to shreds by a wolf. I wouldn't feel too good either. We need to be super duper careful. I don't think we can sprint anywhere anymore, to be honest. I think we just have to walk everywhere. We can survive the cold. We can't survive a wolf just appearing out of nowhere because we haven't really checked our surroundings. And I mean, I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit on that one, because we saw a wolf and we were doing our best to not get spotted by him while he was munching on his tasty snack. And then we saw a different wolf and we ran over to the other side of the tracks to avoid him. And there's just a wolf just up in the hills. So there's not really any way we could have particularly spotted that without knowing beforehand. So I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. I think we performed adequately in the situation. You know, we kind of got them off our backs a little bit, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, we're not in the best situation survival-wise. We have no flares or torches. I really wish we didn't startle that wolf earlier. If we just managed to run over, if it was the wolf near to the cabin, we might have been able to just run to the cabin, and we would have been fine. But unfortunately, it was not to be. I don't see any wolves about just now. I'm a little bit little bit concerned about going over this cliff there. So I'm actually going to walk around. There's a ruined house there in the deadfall area. Let's have a wee look inside this house. See what's going on here. Hopefully there's no more wolves. Hopefully we can find some flares. It feels like -10, so it's definitely getting colder. The stove here. Oh, a hatchet. Oh, how useful you would have been if we had you before. Okay, so we're actually outside in our first ever blizzard. You can see how rapidly that actually came on. So we're going to have to hurry up now, because now it's -15 and it's starting to feel really cold. Yeah, we're just going to get up this mountain here, hopefully. Oh my god. Listen to that. This is a blizzard, folks. This isn't any kind of like namby-pamby thing. This is a proper blizzard. We have no visibility. Is that wolf? Hopefully not. We're going to keep walking up this hill. Oh my gosh, just check that wind. Feels like -13. I think we're actually reasonably well protected from the wind here. I keep hearing footsteps, which I think are my own. I'm just thinking that the wolves. This is probably the worst position we could be in right now, is in the middle of this this blizzard with no real knowledge of where we're going. There's a dead tree here. We're gonna make our way down here and see if we can find anything. In this, or somewhere. It's kind of leveling out just now. Some rocks there. Some music going on as well. I don't know where we are. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very lost at the moment. This is just too dark, and the visibility is awful. Oh god. This is not where you want to be right now. Oh my gosh, we are getting so cold, and our condition, if you remember, because of that wolf attack, is very low. We need to find somewhere. There's a barn here. There's a barn. Fantastic. I think I'd actually know where we are. I think we're near a lodger's hut, a hunting hut. So there's some fur firewood here. Fantastic. There's nothing in here. But I think if we run this way and just look up here and pray, hope I'm in the right.
Goddamn freezing.
Freezing to death. But look, it's the trapper's homestead. It's our salvation in the middle of this blizzard. Oh god, let's get inside. Let's get inside now before we freeze to death with our 26% condition. Oh, -13 outside, that wind chill, but we made it. We got attacked by a wolf. But look at this place, everyone. Look at this. This is going to be our salvation, I think, in this place. We found some energy bars, another sewing kit. Fantastic.
I think
we are
this
freezing.
might be the end.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to get a fire going right now. There's some cedar fire. I hate to use some newsprint, but we haven't got any accelerants. We're going to just try and start a fire as soon as we can. I hate to be using newspaper as our tinder rather than any tinder plugs, but we really need to get a fire going as soon as possible. Otherwise, we're going to start losing too much condition for it really to be worth it. And we can use it to make some water. We're running quite low on water, and we need to warm up anyway. So let's just get this fire started. And we failed. Damn. We're not freezing anymore. It does feel quite warm in here. Ah, we found some more. I found a hunting knife and some more herbal tea. Okay, so we're not freezing anymore, so I'm feeling a bit better. But let's look at all the sewing kits we're getting as well. Some more cloth. We'll have a look in this plastic container. Nothing in there. Another flare. God, that would have been handy earlier, wouldn't it? Some rifle rounds. Fantastic. Some peaches. Another newsprint. A locker. Let's have a look in here, see if we can find anything. Absolutely nothing. Some reclaimed wood. A tinder plug. I wish I'd kind of looked about before putting that fire on, but hey. Let's have a look at this storm lantern. It's got less fuel, and I think it's less condition than it was before. Our other one, sorry. So we're just going to pick everything up. We're going to pick up anything we can find. Some more matches, fantastic. But yeah, no, I'm very happy that we managed to find this little salvation of home out of home. Let's eat the rest of our condensed milk. Our calories are fantastic, actually. We're doing really well on calories. We just do need to have something to drink. I'm going to show you how to do the safe now. So when you're doing safe, it's like proper safe. You listen carefully. We've got to find the right tumbler. There we are. So that was on 14. So now we got to go the other way. I almost missed it there. So we got 14 for the first tumbler going right. Ah, damn. Okay, so it's about 51 for the second tumbler. There we are, and then 51. Let's listen closely. There we are. Now we gotta go right again until we can hear the next one. I'm gonna go like forward in groups of 5 because it like kind of accelerates the more you hold the number. Ah, damn. Okay, so we know for a fact it's about 13. So we're gonna go back to 1, and then to 50, and then to 13. Okay, so let's go right. There we are. 50, 51-ish. There we are, and then 13. Wonderful. That's it open, and we can search this safe, and hopefully we can find something good. We found a rifle round, and a premium winter coat. Oh, made for pros. Made for pros it is. Let's have a look at the warmth value on this bad boy. 3 warmth bonus, 3 wind chill bonus. Oh, that's so good. We had nothing on our top layer before. In fact, we weren't even wearing a hat. We weren't even wearing our hat. So we can wear a hat, we can wear a premium jacket, and now we got a 9 warmth bonus and a +6 for the wind chill. Oh, gosh. Now we are warm. Now we are really warm. Oh, I'm so glad we found this place. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a rifle about. So we do have the rounds, once we find a rifle to make it worth our while, but we don't actually have any way to shoot them. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest some of our timber. This is this awful... Oh, yeah. Oh, that cuts straight into. It really does. And we're going to have to do it 2 more times to get this... to get both these tinder slugs. So, oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. That's not pleasant. That is not pleasant in the slightest. Yep, no, I'm not enjoying this. I'm going to have a drink of my coffee while that's going. Because hopefully you couldn't hear that over the top of it. Oh, yeah, that was not enjoyable. Let's see. We do actually have a lot of reclaimed firewood. We got fir wood and the cedar wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually light this stove again, or try to. Let's use our some of our wooden matches just so we have a better chance. And we'll try and start this fire because we really need to get some water as soon as we can. I think we're actually doing pretty well this time. I'm feeling good, even though we got trapped outside in a blizzard where we couldn't see anything. We got really lucky. I think that sort of hut I can usually find my way to this place. And obviously, it's a lot easier in the daylight. When we got to that kind of rocky outlook, if you go back, it kind of like split into 2 ways, and I was tempted to go left because I don't know the exact way to the Hunter's Lodge. The Hunter's Lodge was my initial kind of like destination, because it was either I could go to the Hunter's Lodge and spend the night in that, or I could go to the sort of lookout tower that we've been before and go there and spend the night there. But luckily we found the Hunter's Lodge, which I think is the hardest place to find in we're just failing all of these fire lighting bits, aren't we? It's really quite annoying. We don't have any accelerant either to make it faster, and we do need a drink. So if you could stop failing this 76% chance of success, because we've already failed it 3 times, which is almost like opposite of what the chances should be. Come on, come on, we can get this going, we can get this going. If we get that in, we can add the fur to it as well. Oh, fantastic. There we are. Okay, so we can add this fur firewood, and we're going to add the reclaimed wood as well. And we're going to melt 3 liters of snow.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
The guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem too crazy right now. That is what we've come to, folks. So we're actually going to only boil about 1 liter of water, just so we can have enough water to get rid of our thirst. Our condition is dropping fairly quickly, because obviously, you know, we're not drinking any water. So we've got 1 liter of water. We drank 0.6 liters of water there. As you can see, when your thirsty bar is full, you know, you drink a lot of water. So we're going to boil the other 2 liters. I think we might even add some more reclaimed firewood to the fire and just try and get it going for a bit longer, because we want to make some food as well. Yeah, we're going to add another 2 there. We're going to, just seeing as we were just out in a blizzard for God knows how long, we're going to melt as much snow as we can, and then we're going to have a nice roaring fire to cook ourselves some lovely tea and maybe some tomato soup. It's late, we're going to be pretty tired now. Yeah, we've got 40 minutes left. We're going to heat up our tomato soup. We're going to use a can opener to open that up. God, I'm so glad we found that can opener. That would have been useful before we opened up our pork, but hey, you know, you can't have everything in life. So we're going to have this, we're going to have some herbal tea, and you know what, I feel like we're just sitting about here. We're having a lovely time in this awful, awful survival situation. Yeah, Let's have a wee drink of that lovely tomato soup. And now we'll be feeling pretty warm as well. And we're going to have a little bit of herbal tea too. Because it says in the flavour text it helps your sleeping. And we are pretty tired now. Pretty encumbered as well. That's just because, you know, we are quite as tired as we are. The more tired you are, the less you can carry. So, what's that noise? It's just, it's just everything shaking because of the wind. That's not disconcerting at all. So we're gonna rest for about 8 hours, shall we say? Yeah, we'll rest for about 8 hours. It'll give us a little bit of time into daytime, but hopefully it's enough that everything can warm up a bit. We haven't done anything to repair our clothes either. It's nice and warm now. Our condition's gone back up. As you can see, we're now at 97 rather than the 20 something. So, you know, it's one of the problems I have with the game. You know, I feel like your condition just gets up a little bit too quickly. Like a wolf attack should have some proper bad things. Anyway, we've managed to loot this place. We've sat down. We're gonna have a little sit down in this chair here. We're not actually. We're kind of standing in front of it, but I'd like to pretend. Yeah, I think we've had quite a nice time in here. So I think we're going to stop the episode here. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you had, give it a like or subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later.